Hi, my name is Cherie. Welcome to my journey. Today we're getting out and about because it is Trash Talk Thursday and I need to get some toilet paper and some paper towels. So come with me. So here's what I came to the conclusion. I came to the conclusion that, even though I'm going to a free gym, right? It's a free gym. It's still, I believe, about 7 miles away from my house. That's like commuting to a job. And I was doing that every day, right? And unless I have an income coming in, I'm not gonna be able to even go to the gym. Now, I know they have pickup service for seniors, right? But yeah, that will be kind of like just like catching the bus, right? You're gonna be on their route, on their time, and they have other passengers to pick up, right? So what might take me 15 minutes to 15 minutes to get to the gym. 15 minutes travel time to get to the gym will take me maybe 2 hours of free senior citizen is there some? There are these drawers here, these cabinets here at this yard sale. I'm gonna see how much they want for it. Oh my gosh, they even have a cooler. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on. Okay. We was doing all right until we seen hamburger for $4.25 a pound. I'm like, dang, I ain't had hamburger in so long. I'm gonna have to buy me a pound of this hamburger for sure. For sure. So I bought a pound of hamburger. And so now I have to take it back home. And we will. We're going to take it back home right now. I did want to go and work out at the gym, okay? But I'm really thinking that, working out at the gym, you have to allot the gas money back and forth. So even though the gym was free, it kind of wasn't free because I was paying for gas going back and forth. All right, so I got my toilet paper, I got my paper towels, I got a pound of hamburger. It's $73.27, but still, it's beef, and I hadn't had it in a minute. Okay, because I've been mostly eating ground turkey, or mainly ground turkey, and occasionally pork sausage. Okay, so today, I guess we're gonna eat ground beef. Okay. So of course that was the determining factor as to whether or not I was gonna go pick up the paper towels and then go to the gym, right? Paper towels and the toilet paper, right? That was a determining factor. If I picked up anything that required refrigeration, that means I'm either gonna have to detour back to the house and then go to the gym, or decide, look, maybe you just can't afford to go to the gym, right? And here's the thing. When I can't afford to go to the gym, I go into hermit mode. When I go into hermit mode, I cannot be held responsible for the things that happen in my subconscious. Oh, that's true. I cannot. It's in my subconscious. Don't know I'm doing it. How in the hell? Right? How in the hell am I supposed to be held accountable for the things that I do in my self-conscious when I don't know that I'm doing it because I'm not consciously aware of it? Okay. So, we're almost back at the house. Dang, I might have to go to the gym anyway because I haven't did my Trash Talk Tuesday. I got me a little shelf that I figure I could use, for my shoes. And who knows, if I have to do van life, I can put this little shelf in here for organization. Okay, for organization. And then, hold on. So I spent $3 on this battery operated fan that requires batteries. Man, this stuff gets outdated really quick. Because who's going to buy batteries? Now, I did find my battery box yesterday. And I have a whole bunch of C batteries. Maybe it just requires one C battery. That would be nice. Whew. Where the hell I think I'm going? I don't know. Where do you think you're going? So I bought me that 6-compartment shelf and 2 white shelves. Yeah. And that fan for $11. The groceries that I bought, that was like $22, right? So $11.22. Yeah, not too bad. It's 95 degrees outside. Went ahead and threw out that fan that wasn't working. I just threw it out. Like, what the hell? Why am I holding on to it? So I threw that out, and it's on the curb. And a part of me is saying it looks like you're going to the gym. Look like you headed to the gym. It does look like I'm headed to the gym. Right? And let's be honest, the gym has air conditioning. It does. It has air conditioning. Ooh, I got some good sleep. Got some really good sleep today. And I'd be thinking, like, dang, you got good sleep and it looked like you lost a pound. Like, yeah, I don't know how the sleep factor works into this, losing a pound of fat, except it's CO2. It's CO2, baby. You were doing that breathing, okay? You were doing that breathing. So anyway, like I said, CO2 is very important to get rid of fat. Hold up. Look at this. Somebody is getting rid of a corner unit. Let me look at it. It's a corner unit. Hold on. Okay, I couldn't let it go. I thought I was gonna let it go, but I couldn't. I got back in the car, tried to drive off, could not drive a car. You could not drive off. And I was like, yeah, you can use that. You can use that. Just spray paint the whole thing black. Right? And use that paint that don't rust. Rust-Oleum? Yes, Rust-Oleum. I'm like, okay. So I grabbed it through. It's in the back now. So that's some more shelving unit. Yeah, more shelving units. This one is for the corner though. One of the things I was thinking about buying was a couple of more like containers, right? In this effort to try to get organized. Right? There's an effort to try to get organized. And they're like the cheapest thing, you know, that you can buy, you know, to get organized are containers and shelving units. So, yeah. So one of the things that I'm gonna have to do before Sunday is I'm gonna have to close up that little space that's in the back where her dog might be able to get out. So I'm gonna close that little space up, and then we'll be all right as far as that's concerned. Yeah. Yeah, gas went up again. Ooh, it is high. Cheap gas for $2.80. I mean $3.80. That's a lot. I really should be taking my ass back home. But let me tell you how some of this stuff was, you know, became commercialized. When we used to work in these office buildings, and the office was like, no, you can't bring your personal fan. You know, you're not going to sit up here and draw on the company's electricity. So they would have to bring a battery operated fan. Okay? That's how this stuff really got started. They have pictures of, oh, well, you could put this on your stroller so the baby stays cool and stuff like that. You know, yeah, all of that great stuff. Put it in your car, you know, but it's still battery operated. And batteries are not cheap. They're not. So, I have some shelves for the shoes by the door. I can also use that shelving, you know, for a temporary sit down because it's low enough to sit on. Take off your shoes and put it, you know, away. You can. You don't have to, right? And that was something that, you know, I was truly an advocate of because, you know, you didn't want people bringing, you know, the outside, you know, germs and dirt and stuff into your house. So anyway, the lemon flavored Premier, it feels a lot lighter. It feels light. Okay, it doesn't have a heavy taste, doesn't have a heavy feeling. It's 30 grams, and that's what I'm drinking right now. Right? I had the last of my pre-workout that I had for, I don't know, I think I had it for months and months and months. You know, I had got it when I had was shopping at Aldi's. I mean Ollie's, not Aldi's, Ollie's. And yeah, it is hot. It's hot though. Whew, hold on.